what in the fuck? Is it really carrying a mattress on top of a Mustang, bro? What the fuck? What's going on, guys? Before you guys judge me, I know I'm not wearing gear. The reason I'm not wearing a jacket is because I'm heading to a friend's house to pick up a jacket that he's gonna give me. He used to ride and stopped riding a few years ago. Has a jacket at his house, so I'm heading there so I can pick up his jacket. So I'll come back home wearing gear. I usually never go out without a jacket. And I also wish I was wearing a jacket right now because it is pretty freaking cold. Cold wind. And this, I should have worn a better shirt than this because the wind goes through the shirt super easy. So I made a video about the things that I hate about the Yamaha MT-07. Let's talk a little bit about the things that I like about this bike now. And if you guys have seen my video on a review on this bike, you know that a lot of the things that I don't like, I also like. One of them starting with the weight on this bike. It's not... So the bike is super lightweight, which in a way I don't like because it's not very stable on the freeway. But on another side, I like that it's lightweight because it's super easy to maneuver, easy to move around traffic, and just in general for city riding, I think it's awesome. The reason I don't like, I think, is not enough to make this a bad bike, because this bike is not made to be a freeway bike. It's made to be a city riding bike, and it does that pretty well. So the weight is the first thing that I would say that I like about this bike when you're doing city riding. So the other thing that I like is the power. So if you're out on the twisties, or if you're out on just having fun on the bike, it has a crazy amount of power, which is pretty awesome. If you're cruising at this speed here, it's not that great. I mean, I could switch to third gear to be smoother, but then it kind of feels like I'm at a gear that it feels like I'm at the wrong gear at this speed on third gear. But the power, I mean, it has a really good amount of power for taking off fast, having fun, just in general. And if you know how to do wheelies, this bike supposedly is an awesome, it's a wheelie machine. Not on my hands, of course, but if you're someone that knows what you're doing. So in general, the power has, it has plenty of power for freeway, for city riding. So can't complain about that. So reason number 3 will be the reliability. I put over 1,000 miles on this bike in a month, and it had 0 issues. The bike still, it just runs crazy smooth. It's an awesome bike to run, and 0 issues at all. Really can't think of anything that went wrong with this bike. Actually, there's one little issue. It is I find myself finding neutral a lot, and a couple of times it happens every now and then that I'm trying to shift up from like second to third, and the bike doesn't shift. So, but that could also be just me. Maybe it's just that I'm not moving my foot up hard enough. So as you guys know, I don't have a lot of experience, so that could be just me. I can't blame the bike for that. But reliability. Another thing that I like about this bike is the sound. If you put an aftermarket exhaust on this bike, it just sounds awesome. Like right now, getting on the freeway, it sounds so sweet. And it feels super weird riding on the freeway without a jacket. Yeah, but let's see. I mean, they're just in general. The other thing that I like about this bike is just that it's fun. It's a super fun bike to ride. As I mentioned on my review, it's not a bike that I will keep for a long time, because I want something that's a little bit heavier that will make me feel more stable on the freeway. But even these speeds here, I feel fine. The bike feels super stable. But also, it's not crazy windy right now. If it gets too windy, then it doesn't get very comfortable. But overall, I mean, it's just a fun, awesome bike. It's a bike that will suit most people, really. I feel like even for a beginner, this bike is good enough. It has enough power for you not to get bored. It has enough power to get you out of any trouble situations. Enough power for freeway if you don't live in a windy area, and also if you're not a skinny ass like me, 145 pounds. Maybe if I weighed a little more, I wouldn't have any problem with the weight. But yeah, I mean, really, there's not much to say anything to say that would make this a bad bike. I feel like it's just not the right bike for me, for what I needed to do. But I mean, this bike is popular for a reason. Like, trust me, it's just an amazing bike. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not gonna keep you on the freeway for long because it's just windy and loud. So Jesus, did not see this guy coming this fast on my right side. What in the fuck? Is it really carrying a mattress on top of a Mustang, bro? What the fuck? Oh, actually, before I let you guys go, just want to let you guys know, every now and then you might see a video on the channel in Portuguese. I ride with a friend that's also Brazilian, so you might see us speaking Portuguese every now and then on a couple of the videos. Created a separate playlist for that, so just keep that in mind. Hope you guys don't mind that. Sometimes the ride is way too good for me not to share. Like today we had an awesome ride, so hope you guys don't mind that, and have a great day, guys. Peace.